Good evening. I'd like to call the September 18th, 2025 North Hills Board of Education Legislative Meeting to order. Please rise for a moment of silence and salute to the flag. I pledge allegiance to the flag of the United States of America and to the republic for which it stands, one nation, under God, indivisible, with liberty and justice for all. Good evening, everybody. I'm very pleased to introduce Mrs. Craig, who is here with the Middle School Orchestra and a very special performance this evening. Welcome. Thank you so much. Would the students mind introducing themselves really quickly?
Absolutely.
Great.
Wait, hold on. Wait, do you want them to say their name and their like what grade they're in, or?
Sure. Or
Okay.
what activity they do?
Oh,
Anything
yeah.
they want. Yeah. We can
Yeah.
mix it
Why
up.
don't you say another, or if you're in another activity, or if you do another orchestra somewhere else, or anything like that. Okay.
I'm Gracie Alder. I'm in 8th grade, and I'm also in the marching band.
I'm Nora Myers. I'm in 7th grade, and I'm also in PICO orchestra. I'm Isabella Powell, and I'm in 8th grade, and I do soccer. I'm Sam Matowski. I'm in 8th grade, and I volunteer at my church.
I'm Emily Everhart. I'm in 7th grade, and I also play softball.
I'm Naomi Sudo. I'm in 8th grade. I do cross country and marching band.
I'm Kat Neal. I'm in 8th grade and I'm in marching band.
I'm Riley Flowey. I'm in 8th grade, and I do lacrosse.
I'm Masanova Magahi. I'm in 7th grade and I do swimming.
I'm Madeline Neese. I'm in 7th grade, and I do swimming and volleyball.
I'm Mateus Hyman, and I do soccer.
I'm William Kinsey, and I play football and I swim.
I'm Caitlin McGee, and I do soccer and basketball.
My name is Naveen Muthiraj, and I'm in 7th grade, and I used to do volleyball.
My name is Jane Homer. I'm in 7th grade, and I play soccer.
My name is Eric Wyman. I do soccer and robotics camp.
My name is Isabel Brown. I'm in 8th grade, and I also do marching band.
My name is Jason Joe. I am in Sim and Tripo.
My name's Hannah Caldorf. I'm in 7th grade, and I do wrestling.
Awesome. Thank you all so much for coming this evening. This was a wonderful way to start the meeting.
Thank you.
Thank you. Now, if anybody wants to stay for the meeting, you're welcome to. Yeah. Thank you. Thanks. Actually, it feels great. Okay, moving on this evening, I wanted to mention that you'll notice Dee Spade is not here. She's not feeling well this evening. She very much wanted to come even though she's not feeling well because she is such a committed board member, but I asked her to stay at home. So we hope that Mrs. Spade feels better soon. I'd also like to announce that prior to this evening's meeting, the board met in executive session to discuss personnel and legal matters. Tonight's meeting is being recorded and broadcast live on North Hills School District's YouTube page. Images may also be posted on district social media. And it's that time of year again. Our annual needs assessment surveys are an important way for us to hear from you. Your honest feedback helps guide the future of instruction and ensures our programs continue to support the needs of all learners. So this year, we are asking for input in the following areas: school counseling, grades K through 12, social studies, grades 6 through 8, technology education, grades 7 through 12, and science, grades 9 through 12. Those surveys will be available online and on Facebook. So we appreciate you taking a few minutes to share your thoughts. It's very helpful to the administration and the board. Do we have any other board members with comments this evening? Mr. Santucci?
Yeah, I just wanted to, again, congratulate the middle school orchestra for their performance today and just acknowledge like how awesome that was with them all wearing their jerseys, and every single one of them was in another activity. So on top of being incredible musicians, they're also incredible on our sports fields and in other activities. So good job, everybody.
Thanks. Any other comments? Okay, then Faith and Jane, you are up with your student representatives report.
Good evening. So the Marching Band Festival is this Saturday, September 20th. It is at Monterelli Stadium. This is the 65th Annual Marching Band Festival. The gates of Monterelli will open at 4:45, and then the bands will start performing at 6 p.m. This year, that also includes another 9 participating marching bands. Admission is $10 for adults. Students of North Hills and then seniors are $5. 5 and under is free, and then tickets can be sold either online or at the gate. If you want to purchase them online, then the link is attached below in the presentation. Homecoming 2025. So the homecoming dance this year, the class officer selected the theme to be A Night in the Lights. It will be Saturday, October 11th from 6 to 9, and that's in the North Hills Middle School gym like normal. Tickets are sold only online, unlike the Marching Band Festival, so any student that wishes to go or to purchase guest tickets has to buy them online, and that's only until September 30th. The homecoming court, each student represents either a club or activity at the high school, and they will be presented prior to the varsity football game versus Shaler, and that's on October 10th at Monterelli, and the king and queen will be crowned at the end of that ceremony. Hilltop Cafe, so this is the new grab and go style cafe at the high school. It replaces the old coffee shop. The old coffee shop was only open for breakfast from 6:45 to 8:30, so that's only the first few periods. But now the Hilltop Cafe is also open for lunch from 10 to 1 for all periods. They serve coffees and specialty drinks, flavored lemonades and teas. I get a pink lemonade every day, and they're very good. They have fresh fruit and salads, hummus, yogurt, and then the homemade soup. And the homemade soup is now available every day, so a lot of students like the homemade soup, so that's good because it's not only available on Wednesdays. And then if you follow the NHSD Cafe on Instagram for daily features, they post what the menu is because the soup rotates day in and day out. The fall one-act plays, so this year we're doing 2 showings. The evening show is on Saturday, November 8th at 7 p.m. at the high school auditorium, and then the matinee is Sunday, November 9th at 2 p.m. These are 3 student-run plays, so student-run means that there's a student director, they're student stage managed, and they're completely student choreographed, which is different than the spring musical. So you have the Old Cookie Shop, which is an old-timey rom-com, the One Stoplight Town, which is a drama about small-town America, and the AI play, which is a comedy. And then the High School Drama Club also just announced our spring musical for this year. We're doing Mamma Mia. The show dates due to the Disney tour at the end of spring are pushed back a week. So instead of the last 2 weekends of March, it's now March 13th to the 15th, and then March 19th to the 21st, not including that last weekend.
Hi, everybody. So following that, we have girls tennis. Senior Ellie Kim was named she won her section in the Whitfield 3A girls, which then got her to go to the singles championship for the 3A. So congratulations to her. She did unfortunately lose in the first round, but it was a very good match, so congrats to her. And then we are doing Trunk or Treat again, Saturday, October 25th from 11 a.m. to 2 p.m. in the North Hills parking lot, in the North Hills High School parking lot. There'll be trick-or-treating, games, food, and a ton of other fun activities. Student clubs, community groups can sign up to decorate a trunk or a table. There is no cost to attend, but donations are very encouraged for Make-A-Wish and Children's Hospital, Pittsburgh, and be sure to wear your costumes. And then the National Merit Scholarship Program commended students. So congratulations to 5 of our commended students: Ellie Kim, Faith McAtee, Eli Parker, Anaya Roy, and Carter Schramm. The high school juniors are entered into National Merit Scholarship Program by taking the PSAT or the NMSQT. Commended students are among the top 50,000 scorers in the nation. Approximately 34,000 of the 1.3 million who take the test annually receive letters of commendation. So, very exciting. And then Start with Hello Week. So next week we are doing Start with Hello Week, both at the high school and I think the middle school. So it is a national initiative by Sandy Hook Promise to combat social isolation and bullying. The goal is to teach high school students to build a more inclusive and connected school community. So like I said, it is the week of the 22nd and the 26th of September. The activities will be a hand tree painting at lunch, so creating a poster, a bunch of hands to, be inclusive. A positive message station at lunch, so spreading positivity. And then chalk messages on the front sidewalk of the high school. And then we were doing a media collaboration. So on the morning announcements, we do a segment called Word on the Street. So we go around and we'll do some stuff about Start with Hello. So that's exciting. And then up and coming. So the Diversity Club sponsors Do No Harm Week, which is going to be October 13th and 16th through 16th. And it's going to promote inclusion and kindness through activities for the high school and the middle school students. It's very exciting. And then the SAD Club sponsors Red Ribbon Week, which is October 27th through the 31st. It's a National Drug Prevention and Awareness Week. So there'll be activities, and I think they do wristbands that say National Drug Prevention, stuff like that. So it's very cool. And then Instant Decision Day is Thursday, October 23rd. So for all the seniors who are making their quick decisions, it'll be that day. So yeah, thank you.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Faith and Jane, and congratulations, Faith. Next, I would like to make a motion that the board approve the minutes of the July 31st, 2025 committee meeting with action and the August 7th legislative meeting per the attached. Is there a second?
So moved.
Thank you, Mr. Little. Any discussion? All in favor, please indicate by saying aye. Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. We do not have anybody signed up for public comments this evening, so we will move on to the next segment of the meeting, which is consent items. These items were all discussed last week, so we will be voting on them in a group. The superintendent recommends, and I so move, that the board approve consent items 1 through 8. Is there a second?
Mike Santucci, I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. Santucci. Any discussion on any of those items? Okay, all in favor, please signify by saying aye. Aye. I will be abstaining from check number 80047 and under item number 5 for the general fund bills.
And I will also be abstaining from check number 80047, which is item number 5 under the general fund bills.
Great. Anyone opposed? Okay, motion carries. Mrs. Rennebeck, would you take on personnel this evening for us?
I accept the challenge. Personnel items are discussed in executive session, and the superintendent recommends, and I so move, that the board approve items 1 and 2 this evening.
Is there a second?
Mike Santucci, I'll second.
Thank you, Mr. Santucci. All in favor? Aye. Opposed? Motion carries. Thank you, Mrs. Rennebeck. Mrs. Stevens, do you have a legislative report this evening?
Yes, for those of you following the Commonwealth budget, it is now 80 days past due. Discussions have once again broken down due to disagreements over skilled games, Medicaid, and cyber charter rates. As things stand today, the budget is not expected to pass for weeks, if not months, unfortunately.
Super. But our district, I understand, is in able to weather the storm and in good financial standing, but it is unfortunately very difficult for other districts in the state. So we would encourage the legislature to get us a budget, please. Thank you, Mrs. Stevens. Mrs. Rennebeck, do you have anything under Beatty? Okay. Then I would just announce the next meeting of the Board of Education is scheduled for Thursday, October 2nd, 2025, in the North Hills Middle School LGI room at 6:15 p.m. Thank you, everybody. I move to adjourn the meeting.